Here they are, and let's take a look at. I mean, I remember instantly the drawing pattern, and I know that's Mathis. So
you're gonna see it at night when you close your eyes.
Absolutely.
The W. That's why it's a W for the win.
And if let's just take a look at this. If I'm not mistaken, then it was a previous all German, semifinals, and this is an all French one. Am I wrong? I think so. So, regardless, we will see a France versus Germany battle in the last decider. But I mean, MALISS is the overall winner, I think.
MALISS is the winner. Yu-Gi-Oh is the winner.
Every single World Championship participant. Minus, of course, the chance that Luca does an upset Tom in the first playoff. There are 3 MALISS deck in top 4. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of MALISS, and I guess people were right to prepare for it because it's definitely the most popular deck this weekend. I think people were telling me it was definitely very popular among the French participants, so that's probably why some of them were like very heavily prepared for it. Even seeing some main decked Lanciers.
Here it looks like everything is resolving and the March Heart is coming back.
Yep. We have been through these multiple times. I mean, if you're not able to stop the deck, it gets almost impossible to get out of it, since it's not just about turn 2, but it's about turn 3, where they will get another chance at it. And for now, it doesn't seem like Damien is responding. Will that change here?
Yeah, you just got so much stuff at this point. I mean, picking up. This might be time for a Bestial if he's got one, which it is indeed.
Yep.
So here comes Saranir.
Ooh, and we just got some inside intel from our lovely Jean-Alexis, which obviously know them both, and he just told me that they have been preparing together the whole year, so they are absolutely close friends, and that's great to hear. At the same time, I'm sure it will be a bittersweet ending, but hopefully they will, be cheering for the other in the play-off. So, wow, what a...
Yeah,
I mean, what a plot. What a plot.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's not Master Door. You get to take 2 of your friends with you if you qualify. You do go alone. I feel like we see this occasionally in players, having to play their friends. If you've practiced a lot together and you're both doing well, then it makes sense that you both do well together.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, depending on, either way, I think both of them will cheer for the loser of the match, the 3rd place. So, I mean, it's always great to see how you basically test throughout the year, and you really want to make it to the World Championship qualifier points playoff. And I mean, here they're both just showing us that all the testing that they made throughout the year was really worth it, and they have the chance basically to bring it home.
Which brings the question: do they play the same deck lists, or are there differences?
I had a look at them. They're both quite similar. I don't know if they're card for card the same, but
could be.
Cards like Effect Veiler, surely you didn't, this can't be a coincidence if they're both running it.
I think it's
it
looks like a card by card deck list. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. I don't see anything moving. So yeah, that makes it. So yeah, I mean, 99% sure that they are playing card by card, which is so impressive. I mean, the field is insane, and they still both make it to the top 4. Unfortunately, one against each other, but I mean, it's really one of those things straight out of a movie when you just fantasize with your friends about what could happen later on in the year, and it's a great story.
Yeah, here we go. Gonna pick up that backup at Ignista. Such a powerful new addition to the MALISS deck, allowing you to use Cyberse Wicked. So I suppose Mathis knows exactly what he is playing around. It's just amazing how many cards you can be holding onto,
that's the,
as well as doing everything else. You just start your turn by banishing a March there to draw 2.
I mean, in terms of consistency, the deck is incredible. We have seen it also in the previous matches, and I think it's maybe one of the main reasons why you know, we may see you know, a lot of duelists bring it at the main event during the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, we have already mentioned it. It's surely inspiring for them to look at this event, given obviously some, you know, differences, but MALISS is dominating, so.
So here comes that GWC. I think most players have been running it this weekend. There was a big discussion, I think, as to whether you still needed to run it. Now you had all the other tools available to you, and I feel like for a brief period of time everyone had decided not to run it, but now everyone's decided to put it back in again.
Yeah, but I think it makes a lot of sense because it opens up so many different options and plays, and I think the card is a very nice addition, no? And I mean, I don't really see why you should not be playing that, or maybe they just switch the approach for the weekend, but...
And that's it.
Yeah, I mean...
Wow, we don't even draw.
Wow, that's... I mean...
Do you think if you're French, you would like to go to the World Championships in Paris, or do you think you'd like to take the chance to, you know, fly across the world and go somewhere else?
I mean, I think you don't get the privilege, you know, choosing. When you go to the World Championship, it can be one in a lifetime opportunity. So I'm glad you take it wherever it is. But yeah, I'm sure everyone would love to, you know, have a flight to Japan or to the US, given the option. But here comes Gold Sarcophagus, the card that sent Yuna to Paris in the previous match.
Yeah, Gold Sarcophagus. I suppose that no one really thought of it as the counterpart to Foolish Burial when it first came out, but now it really is. It's basically just a Foolish Burial, but for banishing. I don't think anyone's waiting 2 turns these days to pick up the card.
Definitely not. It saw some usage a few years ago already, you know, in Despia, but MALISS took it even more to the next level. And here comes the first piece of interruption, possibly making Impulse even better.
Are we going to see a Chessy Cat banish? Yes, we are. Shuffling the deck. Normally an indication you're about to draw some cards. Oh, and here we go. This is absolutely premium for Damien.
And yeah, of course, no Lancia was there, and yeah, this is absurd.
Yeah, Lancia is really the only card that can interact with this kind of thing. It's just, it's so powerful otherwise, because even if you're throwing other hand traps at it, you're just going to run out of cards, because you need one to stop the Chessy Cat, for example, and then one to stop a Splash Mage, and then another one to stop a Link 3. It's impossible.
No, with a hand like this, honestly, the Gold Sarcophagus and the Chessy Cat plus the Dormouse, it's, I think it would have been the only one.
Yeah. Well, we'll still gotta play some Yu-Gi-Oh! To get this win. I doubt that at this stage we're gonna, you know, have some free games given to us by our opponent. But, I mean, Damien has all it takes to tie the score up. Are they playing Nibiru as well?
I think they're playing 2. Yeah, they're both playing 2 in the main deck. Yeah.
And we see the Veiler, and Veiler being met there by GWC.
Yeah, I mean,
very tough. I think this is the thing with Veiler. You kind of have to use it, but you also know that it can be hit this way. It's really interesting to hear from them about why they chose these Veilers and Imperms. It's definitely a unique choice. Maybe they were inspired by people running Blue Eyes to pick those Veilers back up.
True. Is it any surprising we didn't see it before, the Veiler?
No,
on Chessy Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting point, but maybe if it's his only interaction,
fair.
Then you just have to keep it and hope, because if you Veil a Chessy Cat, you know your opponent's next.
Yeah. I don't know, it just always, you know, brings back bad memories when you allow your opponent to draw so many extra cards there, you know.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's one of those things, players. Now you kind of decide. You think, do I hold it? Do I just use it, or do I hold it for later? But then sometimes when you hold it for later, then it just kind of gets worse and worse and worse the longer you hold it, and you think, oh, why have I let my opponent done all this? Maybe if I just used it, I would have done better.
I guess especially given the fact that you have won the previous game, I feel like taking a little bit more of a gamble also makes sense. But I mean, now pretty much the thing is, how can we stop this? Again, Nibiru is the closest to having some sort of hope. If not, we might have a quick switch to game 3.
Yeah, I don't see how he's gonna stop this anymore, but let's see what he's got up his sleeve.
Go Splash Mage.
Do you think he's gonna end with the Lullaby?
I think
That'll be interesting, yeah.
I hope so. For sure, I hope so.
Deal. Maybe Mathis is waiting for Lullabies. He can give his opponent Lancia and then Nibiru. That's the plan.
I mean, here we're just gonna see the usual suspects, the White Binder, such amazing recursion effect.
Yeah, White Binder really the card that ties the whole deck together. Coming back and then banishing everything else, resetting traps, and drawing cards. Really has everything in one package.
Yeah, not much that Mathis can do at the moment. I think it's just maybe bluffing a Nibiru, just to wait if Damien plays it out differently, because it doesn't seem like he has any other sort of interruptions.
And once you have that GWC set, though, even if the worst case and you just kind of passed on Nibiru, you know you're going to have it for next turn. Have so many interruptions. Well, that's a beautiful...
Ultimate rare, yeah, that's great.
I suppose Effect Veiler is very nice with Firewall since you can use both of them together. Use the Veiler and then immediately pick it up again. Gonna see White Binder pick up yet another card. Are they running the big code? Ah.
Nope.
No? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I've seen players go back and forth on that.
Yeah, Yuna, I mean, in the interview said that that's one of the key cards against Ryzel specifically. Apparently, they don't think it's necessary.
Oh, going for the Crypta, not the Bomber Dragon. Just keeps going.
Yep. And okay, here comes another piece of interruption from Mathis. We did mention that, you know, banishing is usually not that great against MALISS, but if they have already used their effects, then it suddenly becomes quite valuable, and that is the case for this Dread Swarm, trying to slow things down.
But you've had to wait all this time before you can use it.
Yeah. Yeah, Mathis is just left with 2 cards, and then Damien, I think it's pretty much done. Yeah.
So let's see if we are just going right into game 3 or if Mathis has enough. Allure of Darkness is a great start.
Yeah, it's one of those super powerful engine cards.
Yeah. Almost always a +1, and yeah, the Dormouse is going to be banished.
Just a single copy in the deck list for both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one of those cards, where you normally see sort of 0 or 3, depending on your philosophy of putting it in the deck. I suppose if you play 1, you know, you can't get drolled on the second one.
Do they play 40? Or like 41 with one, you know? One of those things. I don't know if we can quickly check. If not, it's fine. But yeah, for now it seems like
40.
Damien is just allowing this to resolve. So Chassis Cat comes to the field.
So we're going to use the Crypto on the Chassis Cat.
Yep. Making a brief appearance before being banished once more.
And then Mathis, is that his last card? No, he's got a few.
No.
Yeah.
This is the law. See what he's going to put up, but I have a feeling that Damien's holding on to quite a lot.
Yeah, because I mean, he had access to everything pretty much. So
I suppose you know probably that there are Effect Veilers and Ghost Sisters and all this.
But here comes Boldrake, attempting to banish the White Rabbit.
Oh, that's 6 cards in Damien's hand.
Okay, we finally react using our 06 that we recovered with the White Binder. And yeah, it is White Binder coming down once more.
Interesting to not negate this with Lingerivo.
Do you think he just forgot? I mean,
Maybe he needs the monster.
yeah.
Because there's no cards he's going to get would interrupt you at all, right? Oh no, you do get an interruption, don't you? Because you get the trap.
But yeah, now they're gonna exchange plays back and forth because we do get to banish a couple cards, and let's see.
Well, this does get you so much stuff, doesn't it? But then I guess you can always just negate MTP with Lingerivo anyway. So maybe that's the plan. You just say, I'm just going to negate MTP and then see if you have any more interruptions in hand.
Getting some precious life back.
Yeah, you got to take care not to run out of life points.
Yeah, because the risk of that access or talker is always, you know, present. So, my God, so many cards. Yeah, that's absolutely.
Yeah, he's getting even more now. I think he had 6 just before resolving this chain. So, and Malice in the Mirror going to add a good few more.
Yeah, gonna go up to 8, I think.
Still after all this, eventually get the MTP. Mathis now probably being allowed to continue his turn.
There goes Splash Mage.
Splash Mage is quite a juicy target to interrupt if you have the ability to. MTP presumably will get hit by the Lingerivo.
But yeah, we still banish. And it's going to be the white binder.
Oh, he's going to get even more cards. White binder has not used his effect yet. It was summoned off GWC.
And yeah. Wow. Look at this.
How many cards he had? Like 8, 9 cards in hand or something?
It's a lot. And I mean,
And there's a Ghost Ogre.
yeah,
Okay.
this is more of a reason why I guess if you played in this kind of way, all of those, you know, Bailers, Ogre become just better because you can draw into them and then have additional interruptions.
You don't draw that many cards on your opponent's turn.
No, but still, can make a difference.
It does play nicely around like Dusters and Lightning Storms and things, rather than having to set imperms and impulses.
Well, we're only sitting on one card, and I think it's Cold Sarcophagus for Mathis as well. And here comes the Charmer. But yeah.
Yeah,
Was he
no,
locked
it's just
into
yeah,
Cybers?
it was
Yeah,
locked.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after a quick recognition on what was the luck already, Mathis picks up his cards at that.
Go, both players just having one final
Yep.
shuffle. Mathis just finalizing those side deck.
You can
choices.
feel the tension building up, even though you're playing a friends. I mean, then they've probably played, I don't know, thousands of times in these years. I mean, this time is a slightly different, I'd say.
Yeah, you gotta play correctly when the World Championships are on the line.
And yeah, you can see Damien taking a big, big side. And we'll see moments away from going to the World Championship, and I think having a pretty much relaxing weekend for the rest of this event. But let's see.
Maybe that's it. If you top in this event and get your World Champion spot, you're already just so happy and relaxed afterwards. That's why everyone goes on then to top the European Championships afterwards.
Indeed. And let's see, it all comes down to this one final end for one of these two players. Are we going to see the Lancia? Different pattern from Mathis. Let's see if he's gonna get punished.
His bad luck might have run out. Yeah, he forgot it.
Yeah, and here we see the Dormouse. It's a great start, but do we have that Lancia? No.
Lancia free zone once again.
And also no Veiler or Impermanence on it. Do we see anything here? No. Wow.
Okay.
That's rough.
So here comes GWC.
Is it just Splash Mage?
Yeah, I mean, that's the same thing that we have been saying over and over. Let's see if there's any interruption here for Damien.
I mean, they also play Ghost Spell, you know, other types of interesting interruptions, but it seems like he's having a think.
Yeah, this is summon number 3, I think. So Dormouse will be summon 4. So you're going to get your Link 3 before 5 summons.
There it is. No. It's exactly 5th, no?
Yep.
And I mean, is it really just engine heavy end from Damien? Seems like he's thinking about doing something, but
I think he may be like, if he's holding Anibiro, he's just thinking where and when to stop other plays from his opponent.
yeah, I'm trying to take a look at it, but not really allowing us.
If you know that neither of you are running Akko Talker, then you can just hold Nibiru for as long as you want. I'm not sure it's ideal, but it's something to consider.
Yeah.
It's never going to be negated.
Ooh, but there was the ghost spell. Interesting.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Really interesting that he chose to use it there rather than earlier on
The splash mage. Yeah. What do you think of it? I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting because at that point the 06 didn't have a MALISS on field to be used.
Yeah, I mean, to me it kind of makes sense if you use it earlier and then you just kind of make them have something else. Whereas this way, you know, no other cards have been shown from Mathis, and the Ghost Bell just seems somewhat ineffective.
Indeed. Here comes Harry. Banishing the Dormouse.
Just get so much stuff.
So great.
So tough now. Even Nibiru probably not going to get you out of anything.
Yeah. How many times have we actually seen the MALISS deck lose going first? So I can't remember any game today.
I'm struggling to think of it.
Yeah.
There was one game where it won on turn 3 after Lancia, but it still won going first.
Yeah, exactly. It's still technically, again, still won. So, I mean, it's a big consideration, and it seems like there will be that Nibiru from Damien trying his best. This might just be the last piece of interruption available. Is it really going to do anything? We were a bit skeptic about it. But
yeah, because we know that the Link Spider comes down.
And then we have the
backup comes down, and it just keeps on going. You're going to get 4 monsters on the field in just a second.
There it is. And yeah, body language surely isn't reassuring for Damien, who's locked in, but might just be out of options now. I don't know. Thinking back at the start of the turn again, when we had that Nibiru, if it truly wasn't the case to just use the bell.
It's like he had a
on
bit
the splash mage.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
but there is also a Beasel, but here comes the... Wow, both playing only one copy of Ghost Bell and both throwing it in the final game.
Yeah, Damien using really pinpoint interruptions.
Yeah.
Because he had the Bestial as well with the Splash Mage. He didn't want to use the Bestial or the Bell. He was just like, whatever. Use your summon what you want, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure the Bestial would have done much. I don't know what was the target, probably the Dormouse, but yeah, he's definitely been playing it patiently, let's say. Let's see whether that's gonna pay off.
Find out banishing the Ghost Bell. Not really sure what you can do with the Ghost Bell on the grave, but
just in case, you never know.
Just in case. Can't think of anything, to be honest.
No, not really, but interesting here.
Yep. We go for a turn 1 access code. Drawing a card and getting rid of this Biru. Lullaby. Lullaby.
He's already paid too many life points, I think.
Sure. As if. Ooh, and we
There's
get
the
to see the
bomber.
first topologic bomber of the day, I believe. Bomberone.
It was very inefficient in terms of link levels, isn't it? You're using a 3 and a 4 to make a 4, but why not?
3 plus 4 equal 4.
Exactly.
And that's it. Can he pull it off? We know the Saronir.
I feel like this is the first time on a European stream we're seeing this Bomber Dragon
Yeah.
in action.
I was surprised to see the chassis cut actually be allowed to activate the effect, but I guess we use this impermanence. And yeah, this is gonna be quite annoying.
It was very odd to be banishing.
Yeah.
You're destroying all of your own cards. Kind of interesting. Maybe use the GWC just in case
Do you?
of a Lingeribo.
I don't know. Do you think it was needed to use the... I mean, you know that there is a Bisa, but like doing just the impermanence first? Couldn't you just use the bomber and then when they use the Saronir to bring back the chassis cat, you can keep the impermanence there?
Now that does make sense to me, but I guess if you know your opponent has a Bestial, maybe you just think...
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter much, I guess,
Yeah.
but just to keep some information.
Yeah, it seems like holding it
Because I mean,
for later might as well.
it's true that you know, but they don't know that you have the impermanence, so they're still gonna commit into it, I guess. But yeah, here is exactly what's going to happen, but I mean, we have already used the on-field effect of chassis cat. There is that. I don't know. Could be moments away. Oof, and yeah. Do we have anything? Damien looks a bit defeated. But let's not take things for granted here. Who is gonna go to the World Championship?
Does he have another Bestial here, or because
Yeah, it's rough. I think it's 2 monsters regardless in Enma. I can't quite figure out what they are.
Once you've already used your normal summon in Malice,
it gets
it's
tough.
going to be quite tough because the Chessie Cat is now banished, so you couldn't summon a March Hare, for example. The only real ways to get a Malice back into play would
Okay.
be Field Spell or Gold Sock.
And there goes Magnemut, which must have been the card drawn for turn, I'm assuming. So, oof! And
there's
yeah,
the
there goes the
impulse.
handshake. Wow! I mean, what a opener from Mathis once again.